Hello guys and welcome to Watching Time. Today we're going to review, and really sorry for this delay because I have been having this watch like already for almost 3 weeks, and I really have enjoyed this watch. As soon as it came out I wanted to review it and to do a video very quickly on it, but it was a little bit difficult to manage to find the time to do it. So right now I'm trying to get up and catch up with the time lost, but I really hope it's of use to you, especially because you will start seeing this watch around. So what are we talking about? As you know, Bulova has been reviving some of their heritage watches, historic pieces that they have done in the past. And I think they're really doing a very good work at that. The past 3 years have seen a series of Bulova watches that have come out to the market, like for example the Devil Diver, and I think they really did a very good job to bring back some of the heritage in terms of divers that Bulova has. I think this is really important. So here, for example, it's my Bulova Devil Diver. Pretty much interesting case, shape, vintage cushion case. I really like it, and for a brand that it's nowadays in the very affordable, let's say, area of comfort, having this type of heritage dive watches, I think it's really important also for guys that would like to have something very nice with a history behind it, but also with a good price. So let's talk a little bit about the Mil-Ship. So the Mil-Ships, they were fabricated very little actually in its origin for the Mil-Ships military. So it had an origin that was military base, and it was something that definitely was designed, at least at the time, for diving. So you have a 200-meter diving watch. The shape of the case was designed to resist at the time the amount of depth that was needed. You have a sapphire dome, glass on top of it, very nicely well done, and a 41mm case that is sandblasted. So first of all, you will see that the numbers both in the bezel but also in the dial are kind of yellowish, goldish color that reminds you of a vintage watch. It gives you the sensation of a patina H watch. Also the lume that they have used inside. Interesting to know that they have kept this re-edition almost 100% true to itself. So first of all, they have produced two editions. So this is the normal edition. It's not limited. You will find it. It's limited only in terms of that they will not probably produce millions of it, but it's a watch that you will eventually see and find in stores like the Devil Diver. But they also produce a limited edition. The main difference is the strap that they wear, but the other big difference is inside. So the limited edition piece is actually a Swiss-made watch in terms of mechanism, and it has inside a Swiss-made movement. If I remember correctly, it's supposed to be a Celita. So the thing is that obviously there is a premium price to have a Swiss-made movement inside, and it costs almost double as this one. It's limited to 1,000 pieces. It comes with a very nice box in the shape of a helmet for scuba diving, but this is the normal version. And actually there's another difference, that in the limited edition one you will also find in the dial that the words Swiss made are written under the 6 o'clock, and actually that's the main difference that you will find with the original Mil-Ships. So this version, the cheaper one, let's put it that way, the non-Swiss made, it's actually 100% true to its origin compared to the Swiss made limited edition. So that's also the reason why I wanted to have the normal edition. As soon as they got here, at least in Italy, I don't know how much they managed to get into Italy or Bulova imported, but it ran out and went totally sold out in almost every shop that had it. So I was really lucky to grab one. The price is around 500 euros at least, so it should be around $800. And I think the price is right for it. It has a Miyota movement inside, nothing fancy, but really reliable, and that works very well. Other thing that they have kept obviously true to the original version is that inside it has a strip, so it's the kind of flag that you will see inside that changes color with humidity. So if by any chance water starts to get in the watch, it will change color. And it was kind of an alert that to tell the people that were using the watch that they were going over the limits of the watch, obviously, but maybe also the limits in terms of depth that they wanted to resist or to dive. Another peculiarity that I really like of this watch is this strap. The strap that it's a fabric strap. As you can see, it's really well made for being a Bulova, and it has a 16 millimeters width lug to lug. And this is really weird. You don't find watches with 16 millimeters. It's something that you usually find in classic dress watches sometimes, and even there, usually for a male watch, you are around the 18 millimeters. So having a 16 one in a watch is really peculiar, particularly because the case is 41. And the height with the sapphire glass, it's almost 14 millimeters. So I think they have done a really good job on here, because this was the thing that made me afraid the most to get a watch. Will this suit my wrists? Will it be adaptable to what we wear nowadays? It's not the mid-century era, so will it be okay? And I can say that actually it was, to my surprise. So we'll just put this watch here. By the way, if you are curious to what I'm wearing today on my wrist, this is a vintage piece. It's a Bucherer. Bucherer is a famous jewelry store in Switzerland. They produce also watches now. They did it in the past. This is a nice vintage value chronograph that they produced many years ago. So let's see the piece on my wrist. This is 16 millimeters width strap, and it actually suits very well my wrist. Just let me try to pass the thing here. Yeah. Okay. So obviously I will need to move this because I like wearing it. The upper end, it's not an auto strap, not properly. And what would you say? I really had my doubts, but actually the 60 millimeters wears really nice, also due because of the dimensions of the case, the nice sandblasted steel, and you can see this really nice effect that the dome glass makes. You know, I have to say that with this watch, I think Bulova really nailed it. I'm really happy for the acquisition. I'm really happy that it makes part of my collection. I'm enjoying this watch much more than I anticipated, and this is something that rarely happens nowadays. So I wanted to share with you guys this watch. Hopefully if you like it, you will find it somewhere, because obviously it's not that easy at the moment, but I think if you wait a couple of months, it will be there. Bulova usually has a big supply compared to other brands, and this is a really nice vintage inspired diving watch. I really love it. So good work here, Bulova. I really think you did a really good job. So for you guys that are following my videos, and if you're new to this, I review always my watches, and I try to give you the sensation and the feeling of what owning this watch means. So another thing, just before ending the video, don't making it too long, it has a very nice back case. Obviously it's closed, but it has the Mil-Ship, the number in there, and the prototype with the year 1957. Really nice to commemorate what Bulova did at the time, trying to support the divers. Okay guys, I think this is pretty much everything for today. Have fun, and we speak soon. Until then, bye bye.